Okay, so take you through question 6. This is a scale factor question, and it tells you that the scale factor on the map is 1 to 500,000. Now, what that means is, if you were to measure a line on the map and it was 1 centimetre long, that would suggest that in real life that was 500,000 centimetres in real life, because of the ratio according to the scale. So what we need to do is, in order to answer question 1 here, we need to measure the distance in centimetres between Ruggell, which is here, and then Books, which is down here, and we basically draw a straight line. So if you're in paper, you can draw on the map. If not, you might just have to hold a ruler up to the screen, but we measure the distance between those 2 points there. Now, depending on the resolution of your screen, whether you've zoomed in or not, or whether you're on your phone, etc., the value given in the back of the book is 1.7 centimetres, so presumably that's from the real life textbook. So if we use that value to illustrate it, you could swap your number for whatever it was for the practice. So we know, according to the map, it is 1.7 centimetres. That means we need to apply the same scale factor as the map is suggesting, and that's suggesting that we have to multiply any number that we have by 500,000. Okay, and that will give us our actual real life value. So if we do that for 1.7 centimetres, that actually gives us a value of 850,000 centimetres. Okay, so that's how far away the real life distance is between Ruggell and Books. However, the question, as you can see, is suggesting we need to do this in kilometres. So we then need to take our 850,000 centimetres and convert that into kilometres. So we know that there are 100 centimetres in a metre. So we can cross off the last 2 zeros. That will give us the unit of metres. So we now know it's 8,500 metres. The question is asking us for kilometres. There are 1,000 metres in a kilometre. So that allows us to move the decimal point 3 places to the left. That will then give us a value of 8.5 kilometres. Okay, so that would then give you the answer to part 2 there. So what I'll do is I'll just give you the answers. Obviously these are in the book anyway, but you can do the same type of thing for the remaining questions, which is Balzers and Plancken. So if we find those on the map, Balzers is here, Plancken is here, so again you'd have to draw a straight line between those 2 values, measure it in centimetres, then scale it up. The value, obviously, according to the book, is 12.5 k's for question 1. The second one then comes out as 5 kilometres, then the third one comes out as 15.5 kilometres. Obviously, those values might not strictly be the ones you get, as I say, depending on the size of your screen, but you'll be able to see the relative ratios and how we do that by applying this scale factor value and then scaling up metres to kilometres for your final answer.